Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Today I have another correction on hand and it's a good one. This is my loyal client Norat. She's been with me for the better half of a year now. We do so many different things with her hair. She's always keeping me on my toes. Well, I'll try to insert a picture of what her hair usually looks like. It's usually nice level 10 on the ends with a nice 6-ish root shadow to blend gray and mix with her color without going too dark. She all of a sudden came in and was like, I want to go black on my root and bright white on the ends, and I want it now. So I told her it's not a good idea. She knew that I said it was a high risk that her hair being so short, even if we use freezing cold water, it could suck up because her hair was so porous. And we did it, and my golly, you guys, it was a nightmare. As soon as I rinsed that color, I seen it suck up on her ends. It was like a dingy green, dark, weird color all over. And then I went in and did a bleach wash, tried not to panic. She started noticing, and I basically told her, this is what happened. This is not my fault. You knew the risk. So she was cool about it, and she's like, we got to fix this. We got to fix this. So within 3 days, I brought her back to the salon, got her in on my day off, and we're going to go in there and correct it the best to my ability. Told her this is not going to go back to the picture perfect of the color you had literally 3 days ago before we did this. Now that we did this with the dark root and these dingy ends, we got to go in, and it's going to take at least 2 to 3 sessions to get it back to perfect of where it was. I'll insert pictures in a second. But what I'm going to do today is, tightly packed baby lights like you've never seen before. Every single foil around her head is going to look like my hairline, where I do basically hair in between my subsections. Like, it's literally that packed around the whole entire head. This is long and tedious, but it is worth it. And the only way we're going to kick all this out without just going in and applying lightener all over her hair. This is also the safest bet and safest way to do it. I don't know if her hair can even withstand another bleaching like that, but we're going in and we're doing it. She knows the risk. We're going to give her a nice cut after this, but I'll tell you guys this, her hair is very resilient for all the things we've done and what she had done before meeting me. So I'm using 20 volume on the darker hair into the mid area, and then where it was just dingy from what the bleach wash lightened up the other day, I'm going in with just 7 volume. I'm using Blondie, of course, my Holy Grail lightener, with a 16th ounce of Olaplex in every bowl as always. And we're just going to use 2 different lighteners into every single foil. And this is something you have to do. It's a lot of work, but this needs to be done. Sometimes it's better to be putting hard work in instead of being lazy, because the results will come sooner and it won't be as damaging on the hair.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss.
All right, so even though we're going and doing a full tightly packed baby light, we're trying to brighten her up and kick all that dinginess out and still break up the highlights back up to the root area. We still want that rooted smudge, so I'm still going to do a paint between. I'm going to be using 4N, 4NB, even though it's already darker. We just want to make sure that there's no going too ashy, because her hair is very porous and I don't know what to expect at this point. So I just did 4N, 4NB, and I did that paint between every single foil, and I also teased and weaved all the dropouts using just 7 volume. I love to admit when I do wrong because I want people to learn from my experiences. I feel like on Instagram and YouTube, you never really see anybody say, I made a mistake or I did this and it went wrong. They're always trying to highlight what they did that was good. And I'm real, guys. You should know that by now if you're an OG supporter. I did this, it happened, and I've been doing hair for 3.5 years and rarely make mistakes. But I still do. No matter how long you've been in the industry or how good you are or your clientele, it happens to any of us because hair is always unpredictable. and I own up to what I do, and I'm fixing it now. But she knew my concerns going into it, and me and her have a really cool vibe and friendship, so it was all good. Yeah, we're gonna keep that dark root, thank God, because after all this, it's not gonna come out easy. We only used Colorance 2 and 2A on her root area that day. We just did a root color with a toner on the ends when all this happened, and I wanted it to be more opaque like she did, but we did not want to result to a permanent color ever. And thank God I didn't, and it was demi-permanent, but I'm gonna show you the results here coming up soon. And even though it was demi-permanent, 2 level is still 2 level, and it doesn't come out easy. You guys will see how she lifts. It comes out very much easier than it would if it was permanent, but it's still hard to get out. And like I said, it's going to take multiple sessions of doing baby lights over time slowly to get her back to where it once was.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak, maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.
So we did want to keep the root, and you guys are probably wondering why I'm going in there with a level 4 again. Even though it's not a 2, 4 can still look dark and scary. I'm using Redken Shades EQ, however, which is very translucent, and I loaded the Olaplex number 2 on her ends again. But when it came to doing foils, instead of just painting on the root and doing a toner on the ends, I feel like I have more control with the foil work because I can do the paint between and I can rinse it out, and it's just like I had more control. I can explain it, and I'm not as scared if I do it this way with a paint between and then smudge at the bowl. But we are doing 4N, 4NA because I did 4N, 4NB for the paint between. I want to use the same level. This will still give us a dark root. It won't be as dark as she wanted, but at the end of the day, it's going to have to do, and she's okay with it because of what happened. We don't want to have to deal with this much more. We just want to get back to some sort of normalcy to what she had and just keep it a little bit darker to satisfy her needs, but not too dark where it's going to cause problems when we rinse. You can also see in her root area when I lift up the hair like that it lifted straight orange. We got to around a level 6.5, 7 on that root area, and everywhere else on the ends with the 7 volume of Blonde Me did amazing, and it lifted us to that perfect level 9.5, 10. But you'll see the results coming up soon. 1 or 2 more sessions and we should be back to perfect. But she's okay with this for now, and I like it as well. Just wanted to mention 2 things quickly. I could have probably done a mids toner to blend a little bit more of that warm banding where we teased. Didn't want to risk it because of what happened. We didn't want to bring anything lower. And I know you guys are probably wondering how her hair felt. There was nothing in the brush. There was nothing really in the sink. It felt amazing. Once again, I was very blown away. But this is why it's so important to do the work and do 2 different developers in 1 foil. Trust me, it's worth it.
If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay?
Alright guys, another look at the before, and now in 2 seconds you're going to see the after, and it came out lovely. Like I said, 1 or 2 more sessions, it will be perfect. Thank you guys for all the love and constant support. It's because of you guys I work constantly hard doing video after video to make you guys more knowledgeable and a better hairdresser. I'll see you guys in the next one as always. So long for now, guys.
I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.